All right, so in this video, I want to talk about the three things, I believe there are three levers that you can pull as a speaker, whether that is speaking on stage, whether that's promoting and selling your books, whether that's turning your speech into a coaching program. I believe these three levers, once you understand them, you will see more and more results. Now, I'm hearing a lot of speakers saying that, hey, things seem challenging, things seem bombarded, like the industry is saturated. I'm not booking as many gigs as I did in the past, or I'm not selling as many courses and programs that I've sold in the past. And I want you to consider these three things, because if you haven't looked at these three things could be hindering your income. All right, so let me share this with you, and actually I'm gonna go deeper into this. I'm hosting a boot camp coming up here pretty soon. It's called Turn Your Talk into Cash. Turn Your Talk into Cash. It's going to be a 5 day coaching experience where for about an hour or two every single night for 5 days, I'm going to be showing you how to practically turn your talk into cash, showing you different things that you can do to make more impact and more income. All right. So if you're interested in that, I'll drop a link down here in the description where you can go ahead and register for that Turn Your Talk into Cash boot camp. All right, so let's consider these three things. You know, there's a, not to get biblical, but there's a scripture in the Bible. It says, like you take coins, you put them in a pocket, and then when you reach in the pocket, the coins aren't there. Or you put the coins into the bag has a hole in it, and of course the coins aren't there. And then the scripture says, consider your ways. And I want to give you three things to consider where your speaking business is concerned. All right, the first thing you want to consider is something so simple as leads. Leads, right? So when you think about the number of speaking gigs that you want per month or per year, or you look at the number of book sales you want per month, per year, the courses or programs, high ticket programs per month and per year, you want to consider your leads. Okay. Now, there's something in the marketing sphere that talks about the 1% rule. Okay. So the 1% rule basically says, based on the number of leads you have, 1% of them will actually buy what you have. All right. So, for example, if you speak to 100 meeting planners, on the low end, 1%, only one of them will be interested in booking you. Okay. Now, with this 1% rule, whether it's true or not in your business, you got to figure out, you got to know your numbers. Now, I created another video before, and I'll post it somewhere on here where we talk about if you don't know your numbers, you can't grow your money. All right. If you don't know your numbers, you can't grow your money. But when you think about this 1% rule, let's hold that in mind as we think about these other factors. Okay. So when we look at the number of leads, how many people are coming into your ecosystem and they are becoming a lead? Okay. Another way to say leads is to get on your list. All right. Now you think about it. I'm a big component of email lists, email follow-ups, having opt-ins, having landing pages, taking people off social media and getting them from social media over onto your list, right? I believe social media sucks. Yeah, it sucks. You should be sucking people from social media onto your list of leads, okay? Now, if you're not seeing the numbers that you want, how many leads are you getting? Right. I think about when I travel to various baseball stadiums and I'm there and I'm looking at the number of individuals who are marketing in those stadiums. Right. And when I look at that, I'm looking at Coca-Cola and Home Depot. I'm looking at all these major brands. And I'm like, man, you guys have been around for decades. However, you're still trying to acquire new leads and new customers through marketing. Okay. So the first lever that you want to consider is how are you getting leads and how many leads are you getting per month, per week, per day, because that's going to determine how well you're doing in your business. All right. The second thing that you want to consider, a lever that you can easily pull. So we got leads and then we have conversions or conversion rate. Okay. So now when we think about leads and conversion rate, so I just gave you the 1% rule. What if we have so many number of leads? Let's say we have 100 leads and at a conversion rate of 1%, we're having one person convert. But what if we could increase our conversion rate? We still have 100 leads, and now these 100 leads, this conversion rate is now going up to, let's say, 5, right? 5%. And so now as we go up to 5%, we're now seeing 100 leads, and now we have 5 people. Or if we can increase our conversion rate to 10, then now we can increase the number of sales that we have. So how can we increase our conversion rates, right? We can improve our copy on our sales pages, and improve our copy in our ads, improve our copy on maybe on our website and our messaging. So you want to consider, where can I improve my messaging, my emails, my follow-up to improve my conversion rate? So we got leads, we have conversions, and then another thing, that a lever that you can pull, leads, conversion, and you can consider your price and your fees. Yeah, your price and your fees. Sometimes, a lot of times, people are discounting their price or their fees or the price of their speaking or the price of the products or the price of their books. My encouragement is that you increase it. Okay, listen, everything is going up, right? Milk is going up, gas is going up, college tuition is going up, rent is going up, software systems are going up. But why aren't you going up? Right? Why aren't you going up? So now, um, that's something that you can consider, right? Pricing your fees, right? Your price and your fees, being able to consider that. Because now, when you look at the number of leads, you look at your conversion rate, you're converting more leads into customers. And then now your price is going up. For example, let's do some real life numbers. Let's do some real life numbers. And I'll do it up top here. I'll do it up top here. Let's say you got a product, right? Let's say you got a product. Let's say your product is $20. Okay. So let's say you got a $20 book. All right. Well, that light is in the way there. Let me turn it a little bit there. All right, makes me darker. All right. But you got a $20 product. All right. Your $20 product, I'll go this way. There we go. All right. You got a $20 product and you're selling your $20 product. And let's say you got a conversion rate. Let's say you speak to 100 people, and let's say 50% of the people buy your book. Okay. So now we got $20 times 50. Okay. So now that is the 10 from that. All right. That's $1,000. All right. $1,000 just by having a $20 product. Got to sell 5 of those. Now, what if rather than having a $20 book, we turn this into a $200 course? Okay. So we turn it into a $200 course. A $200 course. and we now just sell 5 of the courses, we still just made $1,000, right? We still just made $1,000 from that. Okay. So now we increased our price and our fees, and we're still making the same amount of money just by turning the book to a course. But what if we now turn the book from the book to a course, and the course to a program, and now we price it at $2,000? Then guess what? $2,000 times 5, $10,000. That's just the power of raising your price and raising your fees. Now, your conversion rate, they may go up or go down based on how good you are, but just by raising your price can now put you in, help you hitting your goals. But not only that, you going from book buyers to people that are serious about enrolling in your program. The same thing with speaking. But let's say if your speaking fee is 5K, right? And you choose to raise your speaking fee to 7K. Raising your price and pulling that lever can bring things up. Now, let's say now if you improve your conversion rate, right? You still got the same website, you improve your messaging, you improve your copy, improve the words that you say, you're speaking to the right people, your conversion rates go up. And let's say now you have qualified leads, people that are serious about bringing in speakers, people that book people for their conferences, for their events, and you increase your leads. These are 3 things that you can pull, levers you can pull right now to absolutely increase your business. All right. Now, listen, if you would like my help, hey, let me know. Reach out to me. We can talk about it. Or click the link down below to jump on our upcoming Turn Your Talk into Cash, where we'll go more in depth in my 5-day coaching program. Where every single night we'll look at how you can practically do this through your marketing, through your messaging, through your copy, through your presentations, through your promotions, through your products. At the end of the day, the world needs to hear what you have to say. But if you're finding yourself having challenges hitting your income goals, having challenges hitting your impact goals, there's something that you have to do different. All right. And I want to show you how to do that. But right now, you can start with your leads, your conversion, and your price. Hey, I'm Cantor Simmons, the coolest guy with 7.25 fingers. And remember this, your message can change the world. Hey, talk to you soon. Hey, click the link down below to jump on our upcoming Turn Your Talk into Cash 5-day bootcamp. Bye bye.